From Supply Side West, I'm Mark Alyn, and we're spending some time with Alyn from Cepham. And Alyn, nice to see you again.
What?
I'm really, really curious. You've been doing all kinds of stuff. Last time we talked, we talked about AI. This time, we're going to talk about a product that you have that should revolutionize, I guess, the male prostate issue.
Absolutely. And the product has got an interesting story behind it. I think your listeners will really going to love it because the accidental discovery and it solved two problems by making a product out of a natural resource.
So as men grow older, two things happen, three things happen. We won't even go to the third one. That's cancer. The first one is you get up 3 or 4 times a night, you pee. The second one is your prostate grows. It's like our ears and our noses. They continue to grow. I don't know why. I don't think anybody does. But the prostate does grow. Tell us about this new product.
So as you know, anybody who is 40 plus, so in some cases it started early off. So our prostate kind of enlarged in the sense that it's nothing to do with like cellular enlargement or anything. It's simply inflamed. They get inflamed, and once they get inflamed, they constrict your urinary tract, and you need to go more often to empty your bladder out, and you get the little sickness that you have to go. And what it does that you can decrease your quality of life. If you wake up 3 times a night, you're not gonna get restful sleep, and then next day you are irritated. And what you're doing that you are adding to the cycle of inflammation. So by doing that, you're increasing your entire chest. So it's a thing, and then there are ways to treat it. You can go chemical way, which is pretty drastic, or you can change, your food and diet in the way that, you can address it. Or there's some herbal remedies which you can use to really alleviate the situation.
How does your product differ from? We'll start with medical. I mean, with medical, I see if you watch TV at night, okay, they're almost all big pharma ads, and after they tell you maybe it'll help, there's all kinds of side benefits. I mean, including deafness, blindness. I mean, it goes on and on. Tell us about your product.
So, medically, what's available to us today are the class of compounds called finasteride and industrialized. These are the molecules which act at a cellular level to reduce inflammation and by healing. So what they do, they reduce your prostate by process of actually enhancing the cell death. On the other hand, natural remedies are out there. There's only anti-inflammatory side. So they're not doing anything cellular level to your prostate. Let it normal natural function. At the same time, they reduce the inflammation, which causes all the symptoms out there. They do it by using 2 critical components in my product. The product, by the way, is called Prosprune. So prostate and man, we combine them together to create the name Prosprune. What it does, it contains 2 major compounds. One is beta-cetus syrup. It's very, very known out there for inflammation. Second active compound is called hydro-ethanolic. That directly acts locally on prostate to reduce the size, inflammation, inflammatory cycle altogether. So it works slow, but it creates a lasting remedy for you in the long.
You have a PhD. You're a scientist, okay? And you've been working in the nutraceutical industry for at least, I think, 10 years.
20
years. In 20 years. You just said that this was an accident.
It died. The story was about an accident. And then when we do the science, most of the discoveries we have there by accident. We would not intend to do that. And this happened the way that we have a big farm by the Hotel of the Enviroment in a place called Himachal Pradesh. We have this farm to grow our experimental crops. Since we cannot go outside, so we kept this entire thing in-house. We have 47 acres of land. We grow our crops over there. We bring it to our factory to extract. Every winter when I was going, I was always perplexed. You know why this entire area is full of smog and too much of intense fog, and you cannot really breathe properly. There was very big spikes. I could not figure out what's going on. And I asked a few farmers around our area, and what they tell that this entire area is known for growing prunes. And they were growing the prunes, and when you grow the prunes, what you cut down the small branches so that very few branches are left. They are bearing flowers and then bearing more fruits. The twigs, they cut it out. That's so tiny, small, sharp. They have no value outside. You cannot use them as a food. So what they do, they pile it up on the burn. Pick it up. Fast. Burning. It typically happens in winters. When they start burning them, it's basically feels the dust mold out. We thought that what we can do really, we talk to them and we can't do anything. We got burn. Yeah, nobody can stop us. It's our land. What we did, we just picked up a few kilos of that entire weight. We got it out of the lab, and I told my people, my scientists, that start basically looking inside and said, "What's inside? Can we just make a use of this thing somehow?" And it was just lying there. They didn't do too much about it. And then one fine day, we had enough time, so we started doing extraction. To our amazement, what we found that it is having the same market compounds as Pygeum. Pygeum africanum is a tree which grows in Africa, nowhere close to India, no connection to India anywhere. And this prune plant contains the exact same biomolecules. In fact, we found 99.5% similarity.
So what does that mean?
So this means that what this Pygeum is used for, this plant also can be used for the same purpose. Pygeum has been used for prostate health for a long time. So this can be used for the same purpose, same kind of firefighters. The problem with Pygeum that it's a tree which grows in Africa. It's under scientific list of endangered. It takes 20 to 30 years for the tree to grow, and then you take the bark out. It's not environmentally unsustainable.
Wow. And what about side effects and things of this nature that pharmaceuticals have?
So, I mean, you're consuming something which you have been consuming fairly over the years and over the ages. Prunes are being used in kind of food and a kind of medicine for thousands of years. Prunes. And we're not seeing anybody getting adverse effect of eating vitamin, except that you get a very clear.
Well, and I have to be clear. You're talking about a prune. I mean, a dried or semi-dried plum.
It's plum.
Wow.
Actually, it's plum free. And then what really amazed me that if we can use that, as a medicine somewhere, we have data of safeness of plum. How does that mean? In so many countries, it's just not in India. You're looking at Asia, you're looking at Europe, you're looking at America, and you've been using plum in our food forever.
It's funny because I was in the market, this is years ago, and a man is standing in line, an older man is standing in line. He turns around and says, the prune juice is on sale. If can we eat enough prunes or drink enough prune juice to get this, or does it have to be concentrated?
It has to be concentrated because what we doing our research, we started looking back into the fruits. We started looking back into the rooms with the bark and we have very considerably less amount of that. So you have to take, the branches, the twigs, and start concentrating. So you have to go almost 100 kilos to a kilo to really create this kind of concept and where physically it's become bioavailable and bioactive.
So at Cepham, are you going to you provide ingredients for manufacturers, other manufacturers? Are you going to bring this to market yourself?
We are bringing it to market as an ingredient, and then we are telling this story to brand owners that how this was discovered, how this is a great story about upcycling. And at the same time, reducing the kind of impact which we have in an environment. Instead of burning something and throwing away and adding to pollution, we are creating something useful out of that. And to farmers, we are adding in something which they were burning. We are actually paying money for that. It's not a whole lot of money, but they are still making some amounts out of that, and we're using something good. And what we have noticed that the last 2 years when we're doing it, slowly I see a slight reduction in smog once I go there in winter. So I can see actual effects happening on the ground in a very small area, but it's a good start.
Wow. What do you how do you think this is going to impact men's health and women's health, because they're with their man?
I think outside on one part, since you're using the pollution so smog so much, it's going to improve the quality of life in the areas people live around that. Smog usually get carried with a lot of air moving from mountains to plains. So once we get smog goes down the plains, so we have the problems in respiration, you have problems in breathing. So that is going to be alleviated because we have that smog first effect, which we are feeling as kind of not doing directly, indirectly. On the other hand, anybody who's saying product and then actually have a good night's sleep and having a proper urine discharge and not having the urge to go many times, will have a proper sleep and that will improve on their daily life.
We only have a couple minutes left, so what's new at Cepham other than this?
We are looking at a bunch of products. We're looking at the way we look at things. We always look for three S. So first S is essentially for safe. Everything we want to sell has to be safe consumption and in enormous amounts. Second thing, the science. The science we do should be repeatable. Nothing is proprietary. Anything we do, we are transparent and we tell you, you should be able to repeat it. Any testing I do, any clinical claims I make, you should be able to get it. And third is sustainable. If it's not sustainable, we're not doing it. It would be a great product, but if we cannot scale it up 30 times of your demand, we'll not touch it again. So these are things, basic clearance of development which we take in our company. And we're looking at several things. Women's health has become center part from beginning of this year. We are launching a product in Supply Side West this year. It's called Jyoti Bari, based on Shatavari, which is considered one of the best adaptogens for women. So what ashwagandha does for men and women as a whole, we are looking at Shatavari as an adaptogen specifically for women. And then from the ages of say 20 to 55, in their different hormonal cycle, they're in different use of figure of their body, all get adapted by using adaptogen. It's Shatavari, it's called Jyoti Bari. We are doing a bunch of clinical evidence for this product. We already have a data on cellular level how it works.
Wow.
It's I'm excited as a scientist and as an entrepreneur to bring in more solutions to our health problems and to make life easier and healthier.
And as you come up with new stuff, will you talk to us some more?
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Anand. Anand Swope is our guest from Cepham. And if you want information, we have that up on our screen for you right now. I'm Mark Alyn.